Hi there, Karen here with Whiskey Sour. We had a little bit of a rough New Year's. We didn't do anything, but wow, the fireworks in the neighborhood. I don't know if anybody out there can give me some insight, but fireworks are illegal. Whatever, people have them. But they tend to go till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, in this economy, where do people have the money to use fireworks for 3 hours after midnight when they already started hours and hours before that? They just seem to have enough fireworks to go all night. So I don't know if they stole a fireworks truck or what's going on, but they just went on all night. It's crazy. I'm a bit of a Grinch this time of year, so don't mind me. I wrote a blog today called "How Does January 1st Make You Feel?" I woke up this morning to the sun and no hangover, so I feel pretty good. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I certainly have in the past. It's a wonder that my body is alive for everything that I have ingested. But I think as I get older, I just find myself increasingly intolerant to all of it. And I don't mean that even from a moral standpoint. It's like I really believe that everybody is allowed to make the choices that they want to make. But I mean, whatever's happening on my insides is just flat out rejecting anything, like any extra substances or like even candy and sugar and things like that. My body just starts to go, it's just, you feel like crap. I can't drink pop and, all these sorts of things. So my diet has become pretty boring over the years. I do, however, feel both put off today and energetic about having to start one of my computers from zero. I got a virus yesterday morning. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I woke up to a virus yesterday morning. That, you know what, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Sometimes viruses will just attack, and there's smart people out there, so. But I spent the majority of the day going to Fry's in Burbank and getting a new hard drive, and then I had to follow that up by installing every single driver over the internet and making sure I was equipped with all my installation disks and just all the stuff that you have to do to get your dead computer back up and operational again. And it's just unbelievable how an entire day can be absorbed. And I was so grumpy. All day I was just so grumpy about it because I can't think of anything in the world more boring than doing that and more inconvenient when I'm already behind. As I told you guys, I chose not to be with family for Christmas because of deadlines, and I opted out of any New Year's festivities in favor of catching up on everything I need to catch up on. So when these things sneak up and just smoke us from the left-hand side, you sort of have to make room in the day for them, no matter what. And with several of these deadlines approaching, I couldn't imagine just giving a whole day to that, but that's what ended up happening. So yes, I'm put off by the added expense and by the time absorbed, but I gotta tell you, this forced do-over feels really lovely. It feels really good. I have never seen my desktop have so few icons on it, and it runs like a sports car now. And I have a clean palette, which is awesome. And for these reasons, January to me feels very fresh. And I also like that the neighborhood is really quiet and that the phones are very quiet. And it's awesome to feel productive again, and I'm energized with the day. Whether it's January 1st or not, it's just all fell into alignment where today just feels really much better than yesterday. Overall, I'm not one to attach much significance onto any date on a calendar. For most people, resolutions don't stick very well. You might be one of those people out there who have tried the resolution thing every January and it just didn't take for whatever reason. Just didn't take. The problem with quitting things on January 1st is that it seems to be the day that is forcing it, not a person's general will to do it. And I guess some people need the day to get them going with this new attitude. And for that reason, I say, if you want to quit a bad habit, or if you want to implement a new one, why not use whatever you have in the arsenal to help? If the energy of January 1st is just a good, energetic day because everyone feels that way, and so you feel the kind of cosmic energy or whatever going on, then do it. I would say do it. January 1st seems to be a good day to start fresh because everything's pretty much closed. Businesses are closed. and things are just generally quieter. And that could be just everybody's, hangover. I might even be talking too loud for the apartments near me or something, but so it's as good a day as any just to begin something new. And I would much rather see someone quit a bad habit for the right reasons. But I figure, it's like if you're going to quit, great. Whatever you got to do, if it's January 1st, it's going to force it, awesome. I quit smoking many, many years ago because I lived with a couple people who smoked. And the house was just absolutely thick and gross with it. So there's 3 of us, smoking in the house. And we'd sit down in the basement and watch movies and stuff. And like you could just see it in the air, just this kind of smoke hovering through the house. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, it's just so much. And what really bothered me, though, is that I had smoked for a long time. Like, we all smoked in high school, and then, of course, through the teens, you smoked and everything. And then I was in a really bad relationship where I started up again, and I got myself up to 2 packs a day one time. Sometimes I wasn't even smoking them all. One would be going in one room while I had another one going and stuff. And I think what really bothered me, though, and the real reason that I wanted to quit, was I felt like I wasn't getting enough air to sing properly, which is something I love to do, obviously make music. And therefore, it became a threat to my ambitions and the things I wanted to do. And so to me, it was more important to recognize the things which were inhibiting me from doing what I love to do. And so one by one, I would ditch those. So it wasn't like, oh, January 1st is a good day to quit smoking, so that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to quit smoking. It was that I really started to assess what smoking was doing. And what was it was inhibiting me from doing and accomplishing. So I just found that I had to concentrate on the hurdles in order to run a really slick race. That's the kind of the mindset I had. Now, alcohol and drugs were really much easier to ditch because I couldn't tolerate how they made me feel after a while. And again, sometimes you just get older and you just can't do it anymore. But my next day would always be ruined by whatever I would partake in the night before, and the odd head spin going to bed was a pretty good deterrent as well. I guess I've been looking at life and really just finding the things which are worthwhile and concentrating on those. I went for a walk last night to the store, and it was really cold, and now I gotta tell you, really cold in California is not really cold, obviously, back home in Canada. And again, I do understand, before y'all jump on me, I just grew up shoveling snow and chipping ice, so it was just really cold last night. And I went for a walk to the store while some of my files were updating stuff on the calendar, and I was thinking about how chilly weather was coming on pretty strong now, and how I used to wear mini skirts and heels in the winter back home in Canada, and I thought, geez, I just could have been spending my time better than trying to get the attention of people around me. You do that where you go to the club and you just do the walk around. You guys know how girls like to do that. They just do the walk around the club, like put on the mini skirts and heels, get the hair nice and big, and put on your best smelling perfume or whatever, and then you walk around the bar and you just make sure you walk past groups of guys, like just constantly, and you think, oh my God, what could I have been doing? Could I have been learning a new instrument back at home? Could I have been taking up another language? Could I have been traveling? Just all the things that I look back at, and you know what? I don't have real regrets, but I think what's happening with me now is I'm really just defending my new moments and how I spend them, and they're moments. They're not days and weeks and years, and even though this is January 1st and it's the beginning of a new year, this day is still comprised of moments. And so I'm just really just defending my new moments and looking at how I spend them, and I feel that the best way now to make a difference in the world is just to make a difference in myself. And it's so easy to get caught up in all this, the world news and the gossip, and how can we make real change and all these kinds of things. And those are all great topics to think about, but I really believe that it's easy to get caught up in that stuff. But if everyone would start to work on themselves and just improve communication skills, for starters, because a lot gets lost in translation, grow in their own love and compassion, and just better themselves in some new work field or whatever, just improve something that's going on, society could fix a lot of its problems. And without really anyone putting too much effort into it. And the argument is usually, good luck fixing anyone in that sense. But why are we even looking at the people around us? We're so good at doing that. When I can't, I don't have the energy to fix another person. I have so many things about myself I need to fix that it's a full-time job for me to just correct the things I don't like about myself. So I can't even begin to look at the news and start complaining about somebody who's on it. I have so many problems with myself. So I don't have a New Year's resolution, but I am absolutely going to take advantage of the brightness of January 1st and channel this fresh energy that I feel just all around me into getting organized and moving ahead. And it just so happened that, that computer that died yesterday, it caused me also to get rid of a lot of kind of crap that was on my computer because, I had no choice. But the things that were important to me, I back up, my writing and some of the videos and stuff that I've done for some other stuff I'm doing. Things like that. They're all backed up because they're important, but all the other stuff just, way it went. It's awesome. And it just so happened it happened on December 31st, and so today just feels like a fresh day. So that's really good. So I signed off today, cataloging the old in with the new. And that's how I'm looking at it, is just like every day and every moment of our day is a fresh chapter. It's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. And if you need to get organized and you got things going on in your life that you want to change, and you need to use January 1st as just a kickstart to it, use the energy. Everybody's feeling pretty good and feeling pretty bright today. Why not use the energy of the day? I don't think we should be counting on a day with a number changing our lives, but if we can use it as a tool in our arsenal, why not? I signed off with a Helen Keller quote: "Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties." And I love her. Just got so much wisdom from that woman over the years, just, reading. Just amazing. So I will sign off today wishing you a very happy new year, but also wishing you very happy moments within this year. And I hope you guys defend those and choose your moments wisely. I'm trying really hard to do that. And there's going to be a lot of moments I spend this year, I'm sure, doing something that does not further my character, does not further my career, does not further my friendships or my spirituality or anything. There's just going to be wasted days and wasted moments and all that stuff. But if I resolve to keep happy, like what she was saying, I think that we can kind of form this really invincible host against the difficulties that are in our lives, all right? And then they don't seem like they overwhelm as much either. If, for the most part, our attitude's pretty good about it. When these difficulties come, they might bring us down for a little bit, or they might just, give us a reality check for a bit, but then we can just go back to just how we are. And I think for the most part, my personality, my character is what needs the most work. I always feel like that's where I need to put the most effort, because I feel if that's working really solid, whatever comes and goes doesn't shift it too much. If that's not feeling really solid, then any little tiny thing is going to bring me down, and I don't want that to happen. So that's what I'm going to be working on every single moment, and what I have been working on for every single moment. So happy New Year to you, happy moments to you, and I will chat with you guys again tomorrow, okay? Till next time, from Whiskey Sour and me, rock on.